Hello, my name's Ian Chance, and you are Vlad Troncher, right?
Yes, that's right.
Thank you. Can you please spell your surname for me?
Sure, it's Troncea.
Thank you. Where are you from?
I am from Romania.
Thank you. Exam begins. LanguageCert Academic. Now, part 1. I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself and your ideas. The first topic is study skills. Tell me where you go when you want to concentrate on your studies.
Well, I usually go to the school library, and because it's silent in there, and there is also a wall and it has a very nice study atmosphere, and that helps me concentrate on my work.
Okay, yes, the library does have a good atmosphere. Thank you. The next topic is daily life. Is it good to follow the same routine every day?
Yes, I think it's good to follow the same routine every day. It is also very important for me to have my own routine every day so I can do things on my pace and finish my work on time.
Yes, it's good to finish your work on time. Okay, now the next topic is phones. Tell me about the type of apps you use regularly.
Well, I use a smartphone and a laptop, and I use my smartphone to, you know, contact my friends, to entertain myself, and I also use the laptop mostly for writing emails and going online and, of course, searching for some study materials.
Yes, that's a good use of them. Thank you. Now, towns and cities. Tell me why you like the town or city where you live.
Well, I currently live in Berlin, and I really like the city because, first of all, it's a big city and it has lots of things to do. And in here, there are people from all over the world.
It certainly does. Thank you very much for your answers. Now, part 2. We're going to role play some situations. I want you to start or respond. First situation. I'm the tutor on a course that you are studying. I start. So you wanted to ask me about changing the topic for your project. Why is that?
Well, because I find it quite hard to find the material of my earlier topic, and I don't know where to start, so I don't know where to start the topic. So I wanted to ask, do you think it's okay?
Well, it will be difficult to change a topic because you've already started on it. You've done some work on it, right?
Yeah, I've done some research, but I don't know what to do next exactly. So I feel I cannot go on.
Well, if you start a new project now, how long do you think that you'll need to complete it? The deadline is next month.
Well, if I do click on the new topic, then I think I can finish on time.
Okay, if that is the case, then yes, you may change the topic. Thank you very much. Now the second situation. I'm a technician at the college residence where you live. You're having problems with the internet connection in your room. You start.
Hello. Um, Unfortunately, I'm having some internet problems these days, and I cannot connect to the internet. Can you please help me solve my internet problems?
Of course, yes. How long have you had these problems?
Well, I guess for the past 1 week.
Oh, I see. And what about the other residents? Do they all face the same internet issues?
Yes. My roommate said she also have the same internet problems and she couldn't.
Oh, I see. Well, we'll have to check it out then. And when can we come to your room to have a look?
Well, this weekend would be okay if you have any free time, please.
Okay, of course. I'll call you tomorrow morning to confirm. Thank you very much. Now, part 3. You're going to read a short passage out loud. When you've finished, I'll ask you some questions about the topic of the passage. You now have 20 seconds to look at the passage, then I'll ask you to read it out loud. Okay, please start.
In the 19th century, the invention of man-made plastic was hailed as a breakthrough. The discovery of this cheap and versatile material allowed a seemingly endless supply of affordable everyday products to appear on the market. Since the 1950s, an estimated 9.1 billion tons have been produced today. Today, however, attitudes towards plastic have changed dramatically. Most plastic is virtually indestructible, and plastic waste is now a main source of pollution, and it ends up either in the landfill sites or in the oceans, where it will never decompose. Even recycled plastic will eventually add to this environmental disaster.
Thank you. Now I'm going to ask you some questions. Do you think there are any advantages to producing things in plastic today?
Sorry, can you repeat the question, please?
Of course. Do you think there are any advantages to producing things in plastic today?
Well, yeah, I think there is advantages because apparently we have a lot of things made in plastic nowadays. And I believe plastic it's cheap and it's unbreakable. Although it may, you know, it may harm the environment, but we can recycle the plastic and we can use it again.
Yes, that's true. We can use it again. Thank you for your answer. Now let's move on to part 4. In part 4, you're going to talk for about 2 minutes on the topic of undergraduate attitudes to looking for a job. Here is some information about the topic. You now have 1 minute to look at the information, then I'll ask you to talk about it. You can write some notes to help you. Okay, so now you have 2 minutes to talk about the topic. Please start.
So, my topic here is what is the most important for undergraduate students looking for their jobs. So, the given chart shows that the salary and the benefits package, the final year students care a bit more than the first year and the second year students. Then, for the flexible hour and working arrangements and career opportunities, the final year students also make them prioritize than the students in the first and the second year. However, we can see as in terms of company size and values, the final year students care less than the two other groups of students, like the first year and second year students. But then when it comes to the difference between the first year students and the second year students, you can see concerning the benefits package. The second year students focus or empathize more than the first year students. Then, when it comes to the flexible hours and the working arrangements, the number of the first year students and the second year students has the same, have the same equal figure. As for the career opportunities, the second year students put more importance than the first year students. Nevertheless, when it comes to the company size and values, in this case, the first year students is more likely to choose a big company and have a strong corporate culture than the second year students. Then, when it comes to the flexible hours and the working arrangements, the number of first year students and the second year students has the same. Have the equal figure. As for the career opportunities, the second year students, I believe, put more importance than the first year students. Nevertheless, when it comes to company size and values, I see that the first year students is more likely to choose a big company and have a strong corporate culture than the second year students.
Okay, thank you for your thoughts on this topic. Now, another question. Do you think all students' ideas on this topic change during their 3-year course?
I think students change their expectations for their future work, since the first year students focus more on the company, but I believe the final year students who attach the most importance on salary and benefits package. I think that's the reality of our society.
Yes, I suppose it is. Okay, well, thank you for your answer. That is the end of the exam.